Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
You to investigate the murder of Detective Sean Suiter and offer our condolences to the Suiter family and Sean's BPD family as we prepare for Detective Suiter's funeral next Wednesday. I am now aware of Detective Suiter's pending federal grand jury testimony surrounding an incident that occurred several years ago with BPD police officers who were federally indicted in March of this year. The acting United States Attorney and the special agent in charge of the FBI's Baltimore field office have told me in no uncertain terms that Detective Suiter was not the target of any ongoing criminal investigation. There is no information that has been communicated to me that Detective Suiter was anything other than a stellar detective, great friend, loving husband, and dedicated father. The evidence refutes the notion that Detective Suiter's partner was anything but just that, his partner. The BPD and the FBI do not possess any information that this incident, and it appears to be nothing more than a spontaneous observation of a man behaving suspiciously and a spontaneous decision to investigate his conduct as part of any conspiracy. The evidence, in fact, refutes that notion. Regarding other rumors that are circulating in the media, I want you to know that we have evidence of a struggle between Detective Suiter and his killer. We now also know that Detective Suiter was shot and killed with his own gun. We will continue to follow the evidence in this very important case. This tragedy, in the meantime, remains a murder investigation.
Baltimore Department switched out whistleblower cop's partner the day he was murdered with his own gun. As Baltimore police try to solve the mysterious murder of a detective, the city's police commissioner appears to be missing some of the most crucial details. By John Vibes, November 25, 2017. Baltimore MD. Over the holiday weekend, the Baltimore Police Department has been scrambling to manage the media frenzy surrounding the mysterious death of Detective Sean Suiter. As we reported, Suiter was a whistleblower against officers in his own department and was set to testify against them in a massive corruption case just one day after his murder. This revelation cast suspicion on the department itself and pointed to a possible conspiracy and cover-up. As expected, Commissioner Kevin Davis of the Baltimore PD came out strong against these accusations, which were even circling in the mainstream media after news of Suiter's status as a whistleblower went public. However, Davis seems to be contradicting facts that are on public record as more details about the case rise to the surface. On November 22, Davis held a press conference where he said he wanted to address rumors that were circulating in the media, and assured reporters that Suiter's death was not a part of a conspiracy. Advertisement. In that press conference, Davis attempted to play dumb about the ongoing corruption case in which Suiter was a witness, despite the fact that this was a high-profile internal affairs trial that any police commissioner would be well aware of, especially on the week court proceedings were scheduled to happen. It is odd to think that a police commissioner would be unaware of all of the players involved in a massive corruption case that was being brought against his department that week. However, the most suspicious thing about the press conference with Davis was his description of the officer who was on patrol with Suiter at the time of the shooting. Read more: cops shoot man without cause, threaten to shoot the SH*T out of witnesses and shoot puppy. The evidence refutes the notion that Detective Suiter's partner was anything but just that, his partner. The BPD and FBI do not possess any information that this incident, and it appears to be nothing more than a spontaneous observation of a man behaving suspiciously and a spontaneous decision to investigate his conduct, is part of any conspiracy, Davis said. On November 22, Commissioner Davis made the claim to the media that Suiter was with his partner at the time of the shooting. However, back on November 16, the Baltimore Sun reported that Det Jonathan Jones was Suiter's partner in the homicide unit, and that Jones happened to be off from work the day of the shooting. They even did an interview with him about his relationship with Suter. According to the local activist group, Baltimore Block, the actual officer who was with Suter at the time of the shooting was Detective David Bomenka, who is seen in photos taken in 2015 standing directly next to Commissioner Davis wearing a flashy white suit instead of a uniform. Baltimore Block also found that Bomenka is Facebook friends with one of the officers who is involved in the indictment, and while this could just be because they work at the same department, it is important to consider. Suter was not with his actual partner when he was shot, and the commissioner should have had this information about this the day it happened, if not by the time it was published in the Baltimore Sun on November 16. If he did not know about it by then, he would have had a whole week to get this information by the time he gave his press conference on November 22. Commissioner Davis is either the most clueless and incompetent police officer to walk the earth, or he is hiding something. Read more. Man films cop turn on emergency lights and illegally park in a bus stop to get pizza. This is the longest that a manhunt for the killer of a Baltimore police officer has gone on without an arrest or viable suspect. Previously, the record was held by a suspect who fled to Oklahoma over 50 years ago, before the introduction of Big Brother cameras and tracking technology, and he was caught in just 5 days. Cop killers do not get away with murder in Baltimore, but everyone else seems to. The homicide clearance rate for civilians is abysmally low, with barely a quarter of the city's killings being solved.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon or $5 a month on Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.